Hello, in today's video, we'll be talking about facial reflexology points for colon cancer, and I do have a face map that I will post to my Instagram channel at Jackie Van Ruler, and also to buy me a coffee at Jackie Van Ruler if you would like to download a copy of it. So we're going to start with our magic wand, and we're going to work the point that is in the center of the forehead and about a fourth of the way down. This is specific for the large intestine, so this is going to be a really good point that works the large intestine, but also boosts your immune system to help your body to fight cancer and any sort of illness that you might be dealing with. Then we're going to work a couple of relaxation points. One of the things that cancer feeds off of is glutamine. Glutamine is a precursor to glutamate, and glutamate is a stressful neurotransmitter that causes excitement in the body. Excitement is generally associated with like anxiety and stress and things like that if you have too much of it. And so these points actually help you to make GABA, which is something that fights glutamate. So it's really good for just calming down the body, calming down your emotions. Obviously, anytime you have a cancer diagnosis, your emotions are going to be very high. A lot of stress, fear, worry, anger, frustration. All of these things are going to be coming to light. So this is really good for just calming down those emotions, calming down the nervous system, making that really helpful neurotransmitter GABA that's going to be really healing for your body, and decreasing glutamate, which is going to be stressful for your body. Okay, then we're going to work point 34, which is right here in the front of the eyebrow. And this is a paired point with the one we just worked, 124. So this is really going to help, again, to calm that body. This is also going to help to release tension in the shoulders. And that's going to be really important for lymphatic drainage through the face and through the whole body. Sorry, my little short hair there is doing some weird things. Sorry about that. Working the other side. If you have been diagnosed with cancer, also please look up Dr. Thomas Seyfried. He does a lot of work with metabolic health, and he has a very useful protocol to help with starving cancer through fasting, through eliminating sugar, and through getting the body into a ketogenic state, because cancer cannot feed off of ketones, but the rest of your body can. So do check that out. Next, we're going to work the liver and the gallbladder, right side of the face, in line with the bottom of the nose. Go to under the iris of the eye, work slightly upward, and then to the right. So that's going to get the liver and the gallbladder. The liver and the gallbladder are really important for removing toxins from your body. If you have a healthy working liver and gallbladder, it's very difficult to get cancer because you're removing toxins very easily. However, we do live in a very toxic world. Our liver and gallbladders get very overloaded with toxins, but also the liver and the gallbladder feed off of really healthy fats. So animal-based fats are really good for fighting cancer and also for just detoxifying the body in general and keeping your metabolic health nice and functioning well. So we do want to have lots of fats in the diet so your body can run off of ketones. It can be very important for fighting cancer. On the left-hand side, we're going to go under the bottom of the nose to just over the smile line. We get the stomach. The stomach's job is to digest proteins. So you also want to eat plenty of protein, especially fatty cuts of meat are going to be really good for fighting cancer. So don't do the chicken breasts. Don't do the really, low-fat portions. We want to do the ribeyes, things like that, because we want to focus on getting the protein, but also getting the fats. And then we're going to move to in the middle of the nair, and then bringing your tool right over to underneath the iris of the eye. We get the spleen. Spleen is the largest lymph node of your body, so it's going to help to clean your body from the inside out. It's also going to help to make new red blood cells, because it filters all the red blood cells. It gets rid of the old ones that you don't need anymore, and then tells your body when it's time to make new red blood cells. These are carrying oxygen, so healing oxygen throughout your body. It's going to be very helpful in fighting cancer as well. And then finally, we're going to work the entire zone for the colon. So working from the right chin up, over, down, and around, and off. I'm going to tell you that I almost always feel when people have colon cancer, I almost always feel it on this left side of the chin, right in this area. So that's going to be an area you're going to want to focus on. But starting on the right side, We're going to work in here. This is going to be an area for improving the health of your microbiome. Really important to have healthy bacteria in your gut that don't feed off of sugar, that are just going to keep your body healthy. If you are addicted to sugar, like most people are, you're going to want to try and get over that addiction, because you don't want to be feeding your microbiome sugar and having microbiome that is feeding off of sugar like candida and things like that, because that's going to feed your cancer. Then we're going to work right in this line right in here, the smile line, and this is working point 38, which is another point that is kind of equal to 342 up here. This is going to boost your immune system, helping you to produce more T cells, more white blood cells that are going to fight cancer. And then we're going to work this whole upper lip. If you are pregnant, avoid working this upper lip, but if you're not pregnant, you can work it without any harm. The only reason we want to avoid it in pregnancy is because it could trigger contractions. This whole upper lip is going to be associated with cortisol, so keeping your cortisol levels low, or at least managed. You actually want high cortisol in the morning and low cortisol the rest of the day. That gives you energy, focus, and drive. And then as we get further onto the lip, we're working the pancreas. So the pancreas is going to release insulin to help to bring blood sugar into the cells. Oftentimes when people have cancer, it's because they are insulin resistant and their body isn't able to bring insulin into the cells, and then that can cause fat storage, and that can lead to fatty liver and all kinds of stuff like that. So this is going to help with regulating your blood sugar levels. It's also going to help to turn off cravings. So if you are going to try and limit or eliminate sugars in your diet, sugars and carbohydrates, this is a really good area to work just to help to decrease those sugar cravings. So taking some time, doing it nice and slowly. Noticing what areas feel the most tense, the tightest. Those are the areas you're going to want to focus on working on a daily basis, even 2 to 3, 4 times a day, because those are the areas where you have that stuckness and that stagnation in your body. Again, as we get over to the smile line here, going up and down, that's going to trigger your immune system. It's helping you to make more T cells, more white blood cells to fight that cancer. Working underneath of the mouth. And then this area right here on the left side of the chin is the area that I almost always feel in people who have colon cancer. So work this area very thoroughly. This is an area you're probably going to want to work several times a day. And as you're working it, just picture you chipping away at that cancer cell, those cancer cells, just making them smaller and smaller and smaller. It's amazing, as I work with people who have cancer, it's very common for their cancer tumors to shrink very rapidly as they do facial reflexology. And I think it is because it does help to trigger that ketogenic state. It is helping to bring healing energy. It's going to help to improve white blood cells, to fight cancer, and all of those things. But it's also helping your kidneys to preserve nutrients and things like that that actually lead to a healthy body, and then get rid of the things through the liver and the gallbladder that you don't want in your body anymore. Coming off of the chin here. And then of course we end every session with circling the ear. So starting at the top of the ear, do a couple circles, bring your tool down around the back side of the ear. And I would do about 10 circles. I'm probably not going to do 10 circles on each side just because I want to save some time, so I'll just do a couple, but I would do a good 10. This just sets the formula in. It helps your body to activate lymph flow, helps to balance that sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, and it's going to help to balance emotions, particularly the emotion of fear. As always, thank you for watching. Share this video with anybody who you think it might help, and please comment below if you notice a change in how you feel with doing the video. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.